Commercial Relations of India in the Middle Ages by Baba Sahib Ambedkar. Part 25. By serving the cause of Christendom, they, the republics, served their own. They multiplied many times over their carrying trade. They largely increased their export and import commerce. Above all, they acquired a privileged, a more than half political position on the coasts of the Levant. As time went on, they became more indispensable to the crusading princes. They were able to dictate their terms more freely until the main burden of the Holy War rested upon them as the chief holders of power. The Crusades seem to have been looked upon with different perspectives. The Catholic Church had a double motive, which is well manifested in the words of Saint Bernard respecting the soldiers of the Second Crusades when he says, "In that countless multitude you will find few except the utterly wicked and impious, the sacrilegious, homicides, and perjurers, whose departure is a double gain. Europe rejoices to lose them, and Palestine to gain them. They are useful in both ways, in their absence from here and their presence there." The discontented noble, the restless, who was eager to shun responsibilities, and the criminal and the sinful had their points of view of the Crusades, and the objectives, as had the religiously devout and naturally romantic. But the cunning traders and seamen of the commercial republics looked on the Crusaders with very different eyes from the average Catholic lords and laborers of the inland districts. They were not without religious enthusiasm, but they cultivated it rather as a useful commodity than as an inevitable state of feeling, and they felt but little of the blind hatred against Islam and the passionate veneration for the gospel sites, which sincerely animated the great body of warriors and pilgrims they conveyed to Palestine. Mercantile interest was never absent from the minds of those who governed, bought, or sold in Venice and Pisa, in Genoa, and in Amalfi. The end.